Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Maxine. I have avoidant personality disorder and ADHD, and today was supposed to be a different video. But when I woke up this morning, I had sort of that same feeling that I used to get before a day of work, where I just felt like I could not do it. I couldn't do it. I didn't have it in me to fully think through a concept and get myself ready and film this big thought out video. It's not quite the same because there isn't an actual social component to my video filming. But I just felt like I couldn't do it. Like, I just can't do anything today. And this feeling has been creeping up on me, and I've been trying to fight it off over the last few weeks, really. Just feeling increasingly overwhelmed, increasingly avoidant of basically everything that I'm supposed to be doing. And instead of doing no video, I figured the least I could do is just sit down and talk about how I'm feeling, because maybe there's some value in that for somebody. So basically, I just have been feeling very, very overwhelmed. I don't think about filming videos at all like a job. It's really like a hobby. Typically, I really look forward to doing it. I get excited the night before. I've got all these ideas of things that I want to talk about. I'm excited to film and to edit and to post and to interact with you guys in the comments. I really enjoy the whole process. I think it's just, I'm to a point right now where anything and everything feels overwhelming. There's a lot going on, in a way, and there's a lot of planning that I need to be doing, and for some reason, I'm just feeling very paralyzed in all of it. So I'm just gonna ramble about that, and if you guys want to skip this video and wait till the next one where I actually have something to say, that's totally fine. But I figured, well, why not? Why not just chat about it for those of you that care or may get some comfort in hearing somebody else talk about how they're feeling, if it might be similar to you. So to start, it's almost Christmas, less than a week until Christmas, and although all of my gift getting has been done, I'm feeling quite drained over that. I feel, I always hate when I get to a point in the year where I have to start thinking about getting people gifts, because it's a very overwhelming experience for me. It just feels like so much pressure, right? To make sure you get everybody a gift that they're going to like. Even people that I feel responsible to get a gift for that I don't even really know that well, or whatever it is. And also the financial burden of gift giving. I spent money that I don't have because I felt like I had to get people gifts, and that's very stressful. But that's all done, and so I feel good about that, but I miss my family, and it's been 7 or 8 years now since I moved away. And I just feel like every year that passes, I just miss them more and more. And so that makes this time of year a little bit difficult. And I know it's difficult for a lot of people for many different reasons, but that's just how I'm feeling right now. That's what's making it difficult for me. Another thing that's going on is that I recently discovered that my dog has a tooth in his mouth that is like shattered, basically. He was showing no signs of pain or anything, but I guess that's really common. So I had to take him to the vet earlier this week, and then he goes back in a week for the actual removal. And what makes that so stressful is not just the money that it's going to cost, but also that this particular dog, my dog Archie, is very, very afraid of all strangers. Basically anybody except for me and my partner. He's terrified of, especially with them grabbing at him. So he has to wear a muzzle. We're gonna have to drug him to take him in. And it's very, very, very stressful for him. It's stressful for the vets, and it's stressful for me. And it makes me... Oh, trash truck. It makes me feel like a bad pet owner, and it just makes me stressed. This stress is looming of having to take him in for that surgery. And for the first appointment, I was with him throughout the whole appointment, so it went all right. But the thought of having to drop him off there for the whole day is not good for me. I don't want to have to do that, but it has to be done. So that's a very stressful thing. That's just a few days after Christmas. He has to go in for that. And then we're planning in the Discord, a few of us I mentioned before are planning this like kind of exposure therapy challenge for January. And I've only committed to doing 15 days, and I'm still committed to doing that. But there's a lot of planning that's going to have to go into that, because I have to plan. I mean, part of the point is that I will be like vlogging a lot of the things that I'm doing for that challenge. But on the 3rd of January, I'm also having to get a dental surgery, a coronectomy more specifically, which is where they, my wisdom tooth down here, the roots are like too close to the nerve, so they can't pull the tooth out like normal. They're just going to cut the top of the tooth off and leave the roots in my jaw. And not only is there a risk still of injury to that nerve that could leave me with chin, lip, and tongue numbness permanently, which is stressful. But I've been warned by my surgeon that recovery is much longer and much more painful than a regular tooth extraction, which have always been quite easy for me. I've had several of those now, and they've always kind of healed quickly and fine. But I've been told that's likely not going to be the case with this one, which means that the whole first half of January, I'm going to be trying to do this challenge and vlog this challenge while also healing from a major dental surgery. And so there's got to be a lot of planning involved around what days I'm going to be doing the things, what days I'm going to be filming, what days I'm going to be filming and uploading my regular videos. I won't be able to do that for a while after my coronectomy, so I'm gonna have to plan to pre-film a handful of videos if I want to maintain the schedule that I'm on. And although I'm excited to do the challenge and I want to, there's just so much planning that has to be done to make sure I can do it and get that right, that I just feel overwhelmed and I just don't know where to start, and I just don't want to deal with it. To be honest, I don't want to deal with any of this stuff right now. I just want to eat macaroni and cheese and play video games. Like, even keeping up on the random chores in my house has not been going that well. And meanwhile, my partner has been picking up extra shifts. He worked all weekend. He literally did not get a day off last weekend. Worked all through the weekend and back to work on Monday. And I'm sitting here with like a regular ass, simple amount of tasks that need to be done. And I just don't feel like I can do it. And it's so frustrating because the less that I do, the more shame that I feel and the less that I can do. That's really where I'm at. It's just getting worse and worse and worse, and I'm feeling worse and worse and worse. And I don't want to fall into that trap again. So, I don't know. I'm hoping that this talking through this here gives me the boost that I need to just push through and get something done today. The other thing is my Etsy store that I opened. I keep saying I'm going to be adding stuff to it all the time. And that's like another thing on my list that every day I'm like, I need to do that. I need to add more cyanotypes. I want to take some high resolution photos of some of the prints and upload those as digital downloads for people that want to show support for my channel for like a small amount and don't want to pay for shipping and all of that. That's like on my list of things that I really want to do, but every day when I wake up and I'm like, you need to do that today, I just can't bring myself to do these things that I know I need to do. And, you know, a lot of this is probably not avoidant personality disorder related. This is probably more so my ADHD or my depression cycle, or whatever it is. I don't know. But, I mean, we're all mentally unwell, right? That's just what it is. So, yeah, I'm just having a hard time getting my shit together, basically. And I always am. This is not new for me. I really always feel like this. I had tried starting to take my Adderall again for my ADHD over the last month or so. I was taking it, and that was helping me a lot, honestly, to get things done. It was working much better since I quit smoking weed, which is funny because I had convinced myself that I needed to smoke to negate like the side effects or whatever. But that was just my dependence talking, and it actually was working much better for me without that. But as I talked about in my video last week, this is one of the things that my last video, one of the things that spurred on that conversation for me was my freaking blood pressure. And so I have a doctor's appointment coming up. I decided to quit taking the Adderall until I could talk to her about that, because I can tell that although I'm more productive and I'm able to get a lot more done when I take it, physically something doesn't feel right and it worries me. So I've quit taking that again, and I'm feeling that very much. So I don't know. there's literally no point to this video except me checking in on a day where I would normally post a video and just saying I'm having a hard time getting anything done, feeling any motivation, just feeling a lot of shame, and it is paralyzing. And so, you know, a lot of my videos, they've sort of, this is where they started, right? And then the more people that followed and were watching and were inspiring me, it made me feel like a sense of responsibility to try to give advice wherever I could and to try to like motivate and inspire people to make positive changes or, you know, whatever, think about things in a way that were helpful. But at the end of the day, I'm still just going through it right along with you. And so if that's what you needed to hear today, then that's what I'm here to say. And, you know, we'll get through it, but it's just how it is sometimes. So, all right. So that's all I have for today. My next video, I will be talking about this January challenge that we're doing and what I'm going to be doing to face my fears a little bit in January. I'm still very excited to do that. But until then, thank you guys for watching. Check out the Etsy and the Discord links in the description. And I love you guys. See you next time. Goodbye.